former kickboxing champ and ridiculously influential social media personality who has become a sort of advocate for men, like I don't want to quite compare him to Jordan Peterson, but like a sort of more fightery version of Jordan Peterson. I'm talking, of course, about Andrew Tate, who describes himself as the world's most canceled man. He went on Patrick Bet David's podcast, this is from a day or two ago, talking about what the system will do if you stand up against it. He's referring to himself. He's clearly referring to Trump to an extent. And I think he's referring to, the broader, all of us.
I hammered the point home and I made it very clear that they had the intention of trying to put me in jail. I said, there's 3 lives. They try and cancel you and slander you and destroy your name. They don't just want you to disappear from the internet. They want you to disappear from the internet in a cloud of shame. They have to shame you, which is why they chose the crimes they did for me, and it's why they usually choose the crimes they choose, because it's heinous. They want to shame you, and they want you to disappear with your head facing the ground and never pop up again. Obviously, they attempted to cancel me, and I became more famous than ever before. I even said to you on your podcast, and I said on other podcasts, I said, I think they made a mistake. I think when you have power and you overuse it, what happens is a rebellion. That's how a revolution starts. When you have power, you have to be very, very careful with how you use that power. The second you overuse it, there's a revolution, and we're in Romania, so they know all about that. That's exactly what happens. And I said at the time, I think I was a mistake. I think they made a big mistake canceling me the way they did. And then the second time, the second life, which I described as they try and put you in jail for no reason. Here we are in the current scenario. I knew it was going to happen. And the third one is they put a bullet in your head. So we're going to have to see how the second life plays out. And yeah, I mean, when this is all over and I win the court case and I get the not guilty, I won't be smiling. I'll be walking out the courtroom with my head on a swivel. That's the kind of life I'm living now. I'm going to be thinking, oh, okay, so their second attempt failed. Now what? Like, do I want to fly private anymore? Do I want to go that place anymore? You start to think about these things. Like, do I want to do these things? A lot of billionaires dying in plane crashes. It's strange. So it's scary, regardless of how it plays out. And I guess you just have to go with the punches and see where it lands. And God has a plan for me and for all of us, and we're just going to see how it ends up.
Okay, so just to give you a little context on that, I don't want to get into all of the charges related to Andrew Tate, but they shot that, this is 2 or 3 days ago, that is in Romania. He was in jail in Romania on charges that I think they never fully released, actually, for 6 months in jail. Now he's on house arrest in Romania. So Patrick Bet David flew to Romania for this interview. The point is that Andrew Tate, who's fighting the system, telling people to believe in themselves and not believe the nonsense and believe in biological reality and everything else, he's showing you this is what they will do to you. I am now stuck in Romania in house arrest, and I will eventually win the court case, but what will they do to me after? And I think there's an obvious parallel to some extent with what's going on here with Donald Trump.